finally, with a new government in place post 13th of May 2023, what every Karnataka may want to know is whether there will be improvement in their lives. How does Karnataka, the largest state south of the Vindhyas, fare when it comes to several of the socio-economic parameters? Well, not well. According to the data that has been taken from the National Family Health Surveys, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, as well as from Niti Aayog, well, it looks like Karnataka is lagging behind in several sectors. Well, let's give you first the good news. Karnataka's per capita GDP has shown impressive growth over the years. But the bad news, which is the cause for worry, is that the impressive growth in GDP is in stark contrast to the state's poor educational, environmental as well as health indicators, which deteriorated between the period of 2015 to 16 and also worsened further between 2019 to 20. Some of the social indicators which are shocking comprise of data on underweight children in the state, in which Karnataka ranks 25 on 30, while the top performing state, if compared with the south, is Kerala at 19.7. Now, if one looks at the women who never attended school in Karnataka, it's terrible news as it ranks on 18 out of 30, and it's terrible because it remains the same number since 2005 to 2006. Now, let's take a look at the overall sanitation, and Karnataka stands at 17 on 30, having fallen 2 points from 2015. Pretty much the same story unfolds when it comes to secondary or higher education status in the largest state of the south. So what ails Karnataka? Why does the IT hub of the country showcase across the world perform so poorly on social indicators? Well, to speak regarding this, we have with us Professor Chambi Puranik, who joins us. Professor, a state that is known for its wealth, in fact, its per capita income is considered to be much higher than the national average. But when it comes to social indicators, let's talk about malnutrition. Karnataka's children is someone who is considered to be having stunted growth as well as poor nutritional meals being given when it compares to the other southern states. And there is also an effort on the other side to ensure that the midday meal is more nutritious, despite a lot of issues with regards to egg and meat and milk being introduced in the midday meal scheme. But still, there is an effort being done. But why is it that Karnataka's children, in a state that is said to be generating a lot of income, tend to be malnutritioned as well as at the same time having stunted growth?
Yeah, well, I totally concur with the statistics that you have presented, for the last 15, 20 years, especially during the period of 2002 to 2016 and then onwards. I think things have not improved, as you mentioned. Unfortunately, the Nanjundappa committee, which gave a very exhaustive report on the imbalances that are there in the regional development in terms of education, health, infrastructure, and many other social and economic requirements of the region.
B.S. Arun, how do you see these indicators affecting technically a state that is being considered as the Silicon Valley of the entire country? The image of Karnataka is first when you think about Bangalore or you look at the suave kind of campuses that the IT industry has, or you think about the Mysore's Infosys campus. These are the images that you have. But when you talk about Karnataka, you don't think about it having children who are facing malnutrition, children with stunted growth. You don't see women health suffering in Karnataka. So there is a big stark contrast to this. The thing is, it's not that the state is going backwards when it's come to its economic growth, but despite the economic growth and even managing to be higher when it comes to per capita income, higher than the national average, Karnataka seems to be falling. So why is it that in social indicators we are falling, but at the same time economic growth has doubled? Where is the discrepancy happening here, Arun?
Hi. First of all, morning to Professor Puranik also. See, this is an example of the disproportionate growth in Karnataka. We have on the one side, as Professor was mentioning, this part of the state, which is well developed, like the old Mysore region, the southern Karnataka especially. And we have this Kalyan Karnataka, Gulbarga, Bidar, Raichur, Koppal. These are the districts which have remained backward ever since Karnataka was formed. Then Mysore state was formed. This shows that how the kind of lack of development, be it in the sphere of education, health, sanitation, rural development. You take anything, any parameter, any indicator, and this region has remained backward. There are good politicians who have come from there, like Virendra Patel was there, Dharam Singh was there. We had chief ministers from this region, very region. But then, the skewed growth here is alarming. I will just give you the latest example. Karnataka government announced the second PUC results, the +2 results, just about a week back, and the bottommost was Yadgir, and Yadgir, Gulbarga, Bidar. There were the bottommost districts in terms of the lowest percentage of passes, whereas districts like Udupi, Mangalore, Shumaga, these southern Karnataka districts, they came top. And this has been happening every year. It's not that only this year this has happened. You take the sphere of the area of education or any other developmental parameters, this region has remained backward for years. About 10 or 12 years back, union government on the demand of the state government passed the Article 371, which is to give special reservation, in education and employment to this region. I don't know. I think there has to be a white paper to be brought out here. I don't know how far this has helped in this region. Maybe the government has to come out with statistics as to what extent this 371 has helped this region.